So I've been a foster parent, my husband and I, since last September of 2016. We were licensed in April of 2016. And we started out as a pre-adoptive home because we didn't know much about what we were getting into, and we knew we wanted children. So the licensing process it took a while, to be honest. We don't have biological children, so we were able to take like every Saturday from probably about February to April. My husband and I went to the trainings. It was like all day long, but it was fine. It wasn't anything that wasn't doable. They also came and interviewed us at home. It was a lot, like a million questions, things that we hadn't thought about because we weren't parents already. So like, what is your discipline? Like, how do you discipline? You know, how do you resolve conflict, and just stuff that we hadn't thought about because we didn't have kids. I imagine it could be invasive because they do ask a lot of questions about your past, and if you're not someone who's used to talking about that, that's something to kind of expect. And since we were pre-adoptive home, we had the chance to, to think about it before we said yes or no. So they told us, it's 2 little girls, they're not Muslim. We said that we were interested in taking Muslim or Indian or Persian because my husband's Persian kids, but we were open to anyone. So the one thing that actually an imam suggested to me is to do istikhara along every step of the way. So we did it before we submitted our application. We did it as we started the classes. We did it when we got the call, and it was very clear to us the full way that it was the right thing to do. So I would recommend that, because I think if you have any doubts, it 100% cleared up any of my doubts in my heart. That's the one thing I have to say. It brings me closer to God every day to parent my children, because they're just make me so grateful for what I have, and then just like how you can go through so much and still be so happy, because my kids are happy kids. And
how old are they?
9 and 5, so they were 4 and 8 when they moved in.
Were they siblings?
Yes.
What's your experience with them being non-Muslim in your house?
Sorry?
You have non-Muslim kids
Yes.
in your house. What's your experience?
So I haven't had the issue where mom has had any requests about their religious upbringing, but they grew up in a Christian household, going to church. So we asked them when they moved in if they wanted to continue, and they're just like, they're young, they're just like, no, we don't want to go and like listen to people talk. So we didn't push them. We didn't say like, oh, you're Muslim now and you have to do all this stuff that we're doing. So they immediately saw that we were praying, and we're like, okay, just the way you see Muslim kids, when you're praying, they think it's fun, and they're like, this is the cool thing you're doing, so they'll kind of play along with us. My older daughter asked questions, and we talked to her about that, talked to her about differences between Christianity and Islam, and she's curious, but really, we kind of let her take the lead. My 5-year-old doesn't really have any idea, just